So like after high school, then I remember seeing you, bro. This is when like Instagram was just pictures, bro.
Yeah.
It was just pictures, no
No
videos
reels,
yet.
no videos.
Yeah. Wait, so you were lifting somewhere at 808 gym over here? Or was that
It
24?
was called, no, it was in Kihei.
Oh,
The
it's
Gym
Kihei.
Maui.
Oh,
The Gym Maui. That was the first gym. Oh, and 24s too. Yeah,
24
yeah.
too.
The old 24s, yeah.
Yeah.
I
And that's when you
started,
got bodybuilding.
so,
No.
okay, so the transition that happened was,
Yeah.
well, I got into lifting because of football.
Yeah.
Like I said, I was really bad at football, and then I got better. And then lifting is what helped me because, dude, I'm like 5'6" on a good day, you know. So there's like, so height and like body is like not my strong suit. So the only thing I can increase is strength, strength and
You're
speed.
jacked.
Yeah, strength and speed.
Because you're handsome already.
I don't know, somewhat. Yeah. Like I
With a good
started lifting in
smile.
8th grade. So,
Yeah.
like, yeah, I had to get strong, and then I got blessed with, I don't know, I guess the genes to become stronger and whatnot. You know, like my bench was really good. My legs were very strong. But I built all of that. But like I said, yeah, like my body structure is freaking 5'6", and like there's nothing I can do about it. But the things that I can do is get stronger and faster. Yeah. So that's what made me like really dive into the gym and try to do and focus on that. But the transition I think we're talking about here is like how I went from football to bodybuilding and stuff, right? Yeah. So, like I said, football was my whole entire life. My entire plan during high school was, okay, go to college, play, and all that stuff. I got pretty good in football. I was always the team captain, first team All-State.
The charismatic side, bro. You know, the leading by example, bro. Oh, shit.
And then just from that, building that perspective of when I first started football, I was one of those, you know, the last big people that, oh shoot, got to put Chace in because it's a rule. And then that's what built me to want to be, you know, the leader, all that stuff. So I got to that point. I was getting recruited junior year, yeah, to like Division 3, Division 2. Yeah.
Oh, sure. Okay.
Just my height, you know, there's nothing I can really do about it. But my senior year during spring ball, I tore my ACL.
Oh shit!
So it was and I knew it was coming too, because like that whole week before I tore it, like there was just something wrong with my body. Like I wasn't recovering. Like my hips were like super tight and super sore. I tried to get like massages out and everything, but I still couldn't like bend it and whatnot. So like I actually, like, this is the first time I actually just like didn't go to practice for like 2 days just to rest, right? Third day, still not feeling good. I was like, dude, like I cannot miss more practices. Like I'm just gonna go. So I just, you know, pop some Tylenol, pop some Advil. And I was like, okay, it's not too bad. Went to practice, spring ball, so like it wasn't even full contact. It was just helmet, shoulder pads, and nothing else. First play of scrimmage, boom, I was playing running back at the time. I was running back and linebacker, but I was running ball. I got the pitch to the right, boom, running full speed. I take a cut, boom. You just hear a pop. Yeah. And I mean, I didn't really hear it, but then like all the people that like were there, like, dude, I heard a pop. So anyways, I was on the ground. I was like, of course, on the ground and whatnot. And then I was just like, dude, I don't know, my knee is freaking sore and whatnot. But being me, and maybe because I was just like on so much Tylenol too, I got up. I was like, I think I'm okay. But I tried to like walk on it and everything, and it would just give out and stuff. So like the trainer's like, you know what, just like rest today. So yeah, the next day, boom, my knee started swelling up. I was like, damn, dude, I don't know what's going on. Boom, pop Advil, pop Tylenol. Like, okay, I think I can do it. But every 6 hours, because of all the medicine would wean off, it would just like get, you know, inflamed again and everything. So like I tried to play it off and cool, but I think what finally gave out was like when I was walking to class, my knee actually gave out and I like fell down the stairs and whatnot. So like I went to the health room, called my parents, and told them like, damn, I think we should get it checked. Or well, actually, my dad is the one who like is like, okay, you know what, we're gonna get it checked and whatnot. Took the MRI, and then the doctor called back and said like, dude, your ACL, MCL is all gone, dude. It's fully torn. So that kind of like put a damper into my football career, of course. The doctor gave me options. Was like, okay, you can try finish the season, which sucked because I already had like colleges lined up, right, with sponsorships, or not with sponsorships, but with like scholarships. Um, so I made the decision to like, okay, I'm just gonna try and play this season without my ACL. So just cause like to get through the season, and then I don't know what was going on in my head, because I was like, okay, even after that, I'm gonna have to get surgery regardless. But I just didn't want to lose that scholarship, you know. Well, it kind of backfired on me because, you know, I had all this good film my junior year of playing good, and then the senior year, while I had my torn ACL and just wearing a brace, like my film sucked because like I wasn't at my full speed, wasn't at my full strength, so I lost it all, you know. Yeah. So the coaches that were recruiting me, hit them up, never called back, no emails back, and all that stuff. So I kind of lost it all. So that kind of put me in like a mental spiral and whatnot. So I finally ended up getting my surgery, and I mean, you know, since football is everything for me the past 10 years, and I didn't have football anymore because I graduated, not going to college. I lost my scholarships. So I just dove into the gym, like, because the gym was like something I could still do, you know. And then that's what was like it was of course rehab, but it was more so of my like therapy sessions. And I would just like stay in the gym like for hours, man. Sit there, you know, mentally stuff, train, go up to the cardio, or go up to like the stretch room, stand there for 30 minutes, train again. Like that was just like my safe space and whatnot. So I just fell in love with that gym, in the gym, you know. Just getting addicted to lifting every day, doing every day, because I always had something to like look forward to and get better at as far as sports wise. So that's what I made the gym, you know, like I want to get stronger in this, get stronger in this, get stronger in this. Then I started seeing like changes in my body, and then people would come up to me like, "Dude, like, are you a bodybuilder and stuff?" I was like, oh, "What is that?" Like, I don't know what that is and whatnot. And then people just kept asking me like, "Dude, you should compete. You should compete." Um, or like, or just like, "Oh, do you remind me of this guy?" And just show me like of like magazines of like bodybuilders and whatnot. So I was like, "Well, you know, I'll try to think about it." So my best friend's dad was actually a bodybuilder. And then my best friend was all like, "Dude, you should have hit on my dad." So I hit him up, and he's all like, "Bro, you should compete." So I was like, "Okay, let's give it a try." You know, first, like I've never dieted my whole entire life. I was broke, you know, usual Maui boy. I was working at the airlines, making like $9 an hour. So I lived off of McDonald's dollar menu when they had a dollar menu.
But they don't even have that anymore, man.
Dude, so my go-to was the side salad and the McChicken.
Wow.
Yeah, it was $1.04 each. So that meal was $2.08.
Wow.
I would just remove the bread from the McChicken, put the patty into the side salad. That was like my lunch and my dinner every single day.
Wow. Respect. That's freaking crazy, man.
But so
let's make it happen.
Yeah,
right there.
Exactly. Right? Yeah, you guys know what you got to do, right?
This is the origin story, guys.
So, so ended up hiring my friend's dad, going through that whole entire contest prep, whatnot, following a diet and stuff, and then I just transferred my body like crazy. Yeah. There was things that kind of happened between that partnership and whatnot, but I won't get into that, because there's like, I wouldn't say bad things, but like things that could have gone better, but also the things that didn't go better taught me a lot.
Was this for bodybuilding?
For bodybuilding, and with my first coach, right? So it's like I said, things could have gone better, but I'm super grateful for the things that I went through in that partnership, because it taught me a lot, you know. Especially now that I became a coach, like it showed me a lot of things that helped me a lot to grow in that aspect. And then I met up with another coach, Ariel Cuts. I'm sure a lot of people know him. But dude, he is like my older brother and mentor and whatnot. And he taught me so much things, and like Yeah, I'm just so very, I'm grateful for this guy.
Where is
yeah,
he
yeah.
at? This
He's based out of San Francisco.
oh, San Francisco. How did
Yeah,
you meet
yeah.
him?
Online, you know.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
okay,
social media,
okay.
Instagram. I think, and so I met, yeah, him through online, and also one of my friends, AJ, that I actually met online too. Ariel was coaching
Oh,
AJ also,
I see, I see.
so kind of like in that circle, whatnot. Um, but yeah, did my first show. Through all of that, transferred my body like crazy. I think I placed like third my first show,
Oh,
which
damn,
isn't too bad.
damn.
But so back then, um, this was like 2013. This is 10
Oh,
years ago.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
about
yeah.
a decade.
20 years old, young boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, did my first show, and then I was like, I could count like how many competitors there are on Maui, like on one hand. There wasn't many. So like I started when it was very super fresh to Maui.
It was new.
Yeah.
Right? It
Yeah.
was only like a couple shows.
Exactly.
If anything.
Yeah, and there was like only bodybuilding and figure, and I think
Yes.
that year that I competed, that's when they like released men's physique and maybe bikini, but it was super fresh
Yeah.
as far as the division wise. But since being one of the only bodybuilders now on Maui, everyone was all like, "Dude, look at this guy's transformation." And I was training at the gym Maui, and they're like, "Bro, can we like have a picture of you on our wall?" I was all like, "Hell yeah!" That was always like one of my dreams, you know. Like, okay, yeah, like you're gonna ask like this 20-year-old bodybuilder to be on like the wall of the gym, that dude. So like I put it on there, and then once that got on there, a lot of people at the gym were asking me like, "Bro, like, how do you look like that? How do you transform like that?" I was like, "Oh, just competing and transformation and just eating right, working out." I was like, "Can you teach me? Can you please teach me how?" I was like, "Yeah, I mean, sure." So this was all like friends and coworkers and family coming up to me like, "Can you teach me how to like look like this? How do you get abs? How do you like lose weight and whatnot?" Yeah, for sure. So like I learned, or I yeah, what I learned from my coaches and from my own transformation, I started giving it to my friends, my coworkers, and whatnot. Like, okay, eat this, eat this, eat this. You have to work out like this, do this so much cardio, whatnot. And I was making all of these plans for free, right? Because people are asking me for help and whatnot. So I was just like creating plans, staying up to like 3 in the morning, and like and I didn't even realize that too. Like all day, like after work and after my own workouts, I'd go home and just create plans for all my friends and family and whatnot. And then they started seeing results, and then more so like everyone at the gym is starting to look fit now. Everyone at like my job is starting to lose weight. They're like, "Dude, how did you do that?" Like, "Oh, ask Chace, they'll write you a plan." So I was doing that. And then it was like maybe a couple weeks or months in, there was like I came to work one day, and then there was actually like an envelope on my desk, right? I was like, "No, what is this?" So I opened it, and it was cash.
Oh shit!
Yeah, I was all like,
shit!
"What the frick?" I was all like, "Cash." And then I was like, "Thank you so much for helping me." I was like, "Dude, who is it? Like, I don't need the money. Like, no, this is just like for like this is because I want to help. I enjoy this." They're like, "Dude, like you helped me a lot, man. Like, just take the money. I know you don't charge anybody." So it's like, huh, yeah, maybe like
Could be a
I could,
business.
yeah, this could be a business. I could start doing something like this.
And this is when you're 19, 20?
20 years old.
20
Yeah,
years
20 years
old.
old.
Holy
20 years
shit.
old. Yeah, 20 years old was my first contest, and then throughout that whole process, this is all happening, right?
20 years old.
So I was like, huh. So I told them like, "Hey, man, like, thank you, I appreciate it so much, but like, I really don't like. I'm not asking for anything." They're like, "Chace, I'm not gonna take any more of your workouts and stuff unless you accept my money." I was like, okay. I guess I mean, I was making $9 an hour at the time.
Yeah.
Left you off at McDonald's,
At
like,
the airport,
I guess I could use this gas money right? So then that's how my name started growing, right? So I was like, maybe I'll say like, I don't know, I'll train people for like, I'll give you like a 12-week plan for $50, something like cheap, ridiculous and whatnot, and then like, so that's what I charged, $50 for a workout plan, and for 12 weeks transformation. And more coworkers started hitting me up. A lot of people at the gym started hitting me up. And that's what I started doing, just like people just like, "Hey, I heard you do like workout plans and whatnot." I was like, "Yeah, I do. Here's my number, whatnot. Oh, here's $50. Okay." And I started training that and doing it. And then the more transformations I made, the more referrals I get, the more people that came to me. And then people started giving me extra money, you know, like, dude, $50? No, here's 100. Dude. Like, dude, I lost like 10 pounds in like 2 weeks. Here's $100. It's like, oh shoot, okay. Maybe I can increase my prices or whatnot. So I started charging 100, and then people started, and then there was a promoter that wanted to create a bodybuilding show on Maui. Yeah.
Oh, which show was this?
Strictly Muscle, Kapoi Kapokela.
Oh, okay.
I'm butchering this
This
name.
wasn't Capelle, guys.
No, it was Steve's show.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Steve's show from Strictly Muscle. His shop was actually in Wailuku over here and stuff like that. Yeah, but he would go into like every gym and try to promote it and whatnot. And then he actually brought me on as an athlete, you know, because I was like one of the only bodybuilders on Maui, like I said, at the time. So he started hosting a show on Maui, right? So these posters are all up in the gyms and whatnot. And now people know me as a bodybuilding coach or a bodybuilder. I coach people. So at the gym Maui, there was, I think, like 6 trainers there. All of the trainers went and hired me to transform them for that show. Oh, and I was all like, dude, let's do it, man. So like I finally had like a team, you know, like, okay, like I have all these trainers here, and then a couple other people too at the gym, Sedona, them and Johnny and stuff. But yeah, I finally had like a team that like, okay, I'm gonna like coach all these people, and we're gonna go to a show together, and then we're gonna just and do it. So that show happened. I had like 6 or 7 clients maybe in that show.
Okay.
We all placed. Everyone got a medal. I think maybe like 3 first place, 2 second place, 1 third.
Wow, and that's everyone's first time, huh?
Everyone's first time, yeah. And then my first time like coaching people and whatnot.
Wow.
Scratch that. Well, sorry. Before that, there was another show 4 months prior. I coached my brother for that.
Oh.
And then transformed him, and then that show happened. But anyways, yeah. So all of that time frame, that's when like Maui started having shows again. So then everyone was coming to me to hire them because they knew me as a bodybuilder, and then I can start prepping them. Everyone's first show too, you know. But yeah, that's the show that blew me up, man. So like, 6 of my clients competed. Everyone got placed and won. And then one of my clients, she was a 16-year-old. She won the overall of the entire show in the bikini division. Yeah. So that was crazy. And then from there, after that show, dude, like the traction and like people that like came to me and like, dude, or like came to those people like, oh, who's your coach and whatnot. And they all told him it was me. And then like, dude, I was like, had a whole entire full-on business going from there.
Wow.
Yeah.
So that's the origin of Bolo Bill.
That's the original Bolo Bill.
So at this point, you're still 2021.
That I think I was 21 at that 21. Show. Yeah. So it all happened super like quick.
Wow.
You know, which was crazy because like that show on Maui, like there was never a show for like 10, 15 years before that. And it just so happened like I started competing. That happened. I was like known as one of the only coaches. So like, I mean, I would like to think it was because like people thought of me as like, oh, like I want to be coached by Chace. But I think more so I got traction because like, who else? You know, like, you know, it's like, so I got lucky in that aspect. But I took that and ran with it, and I did good at it, you know? So that's what built my credentials. And then from there on, so on, like I've been starting to get known as like the bodybuilding coach here in Maui, is what I think. Even though being so young, you know, there was a couple other coaches that were doing it. But I think that like, since I was around the age group of the clientele that was kind of doing it somewhat, I was more relatable.
Yeah. Makes sense. Because they're probably only like a less than 5-year difference.
Yeah, exactly. And then I was so more in tune with like the new school stuff too, you know? Yeah. So, so that's kind of what started this whole journey, man. And like 10 years now, it's like crazy, insane, bro. Just thinking about it, man.
That's
just
crazy.
Like how it started. So, yeah.